Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Magister Wilbur here, and I'm going to talk about a little bit of controversy with YouTube, and specifically the Linustechtips. Keep doing it. I keep saying ticks, and as you can see, I'm not really editing this. I'm shooting off the cuff here. Linustechtips hack, and this affected multiple channels that he has. He has about, last I checked, was like 7. I know there's a couple dead channels, like they're just movies or channel super fun, but that is a lot. And this is a big one. This is a really big one because he's Linus. He's the tech guy for a long time, and that's no shot at anyone else. I know that, MKB HD has more followers, but he is more kind of commercial. This is supposed to be one of the guys who just know computers, and it's no fault of his own. It's no real fault of his team, and it's an interesting situation. So let's start with just, why do I care? I have about, at the time of filming, just one shy of 550 subscribers. And first, it's scary for a small YouTuber. 550 subscribers, if I hopefully get one more, is really tough to do. Most people do not actually get that high on YouTube, and the first subscribers are the toughest to get. Other channels have momentum. So if you do have 100,000, you're more likely to get more subscribers. If you have 1 million, because the way the algorithm works, the way the community works is once you have momentum on a video, it just starts pushing it more. It's why so many horrible videos, and I'm talking about content, terrorist groups get pushed so high. It's why spoilers get pushed so high when a big movie comes out. It's just momentum. And so that's tough to think about. And especially, I've had a situation like this happen to me on Instagram, where my account got deleted because it got hacked. And again, no fault of anyone who works on that account, and there was no way to get it back. Instagram did not have any contact whatsoever. And I'll say this, YouTube is really good about contacting their content creators. I've been in conversation through Twitter with their YouTube teams, and trying to address some statistical problems that I'm going through with the studio, and they've been on top of it. They're looking at it. I've done the information, they're verified, they're helped out. So that's really cool. But when you're building a channel, even if you're not monetizing and you're doing this for fun, every subscriber really counts. Because if I was just talking to the air, I probably wouldn't have continued this, and I'm learning a lot of great skills. So there's that. And second, a lot of people are not going to pick up on the scam right away with a smaller YouTuber. With Linus's channel, he immediately got comments in his forum. He got calls from friends. He had YouTube on it immediately. They solved it within a day. That doesn't typically happen with a small channel like mine. And that's a scary thought, because this could go on forever. Who's going to message me that there's a scam? I don't know. I would have to find out by myself for the most part. Luckily, I do have family members who consistently watch this channel. Basically, anytime I pop something up, my older brother is like, okay, I'm going to look at this for a minute. So it's not like, no one's safe. And it's a little bit harder because a small community like mine, there is a certain level of trust, even if it's just people that I go back and forth with. I perceive myself as honest and not harmful to whoever watches my videos. So I wouldn't want that to happen. Luckily, I still do have a small, good community. So that's kind of the scary part. I won't have the same access to get the channel back. I might not be able to stop it in time. And to that second point, Linus wasn't able to stop it from reoccurring. Now, I've seen online a lot of people are like, why doesn't he have 2FA? Why doesn't he authorize from different devices? Well, he does. Even this channel that's not monetized has 2FA on. Linus has spoken very candidly that he has a specific phone that isn't touched by anyone for 2FA. And if it didn't fail. It didn't fail. He wasn't attacked that way. And most attacks these days are not that way. It's an email scam. And when it comes to cybersecurity, you are only strong as your weakest link. And unfortunately, with a company his size, he has to hire people that might not be the best with technology. And what occurred is, because he has sponsors, they typically send basically, a document that states what they want in the sponsor spot, and you open it up, you go through it, and they might ask for channel analytics saying who watches, and YouTube's great with it. YouTube is great with it. And they just open up a file off of email, and that got what is called a session hack, and where they attack you by gathering the information, basically cloning your browsers, cloning your cookies, and so it's tougher to kick them out. And they can keep going back on. So if you watch Linus's video, you see that he really does sleep naked, and unfortunately a lot of the video is him blurred, trying to scramble to get his channel back, and he stopped it multiple times, but it just kept coming because they had the session logins, and eventually they were kind of kicked out of their own channel, and the channel was shut down. Luckily, he is so big that YouTube was on it, and he's gotten it back. He posted early this morning, my time, Eastern Standard Time, explaining basically the same things I had that. But like I said, you're only strong as your weakest link, and unfortunately, a member in the sales team opened up what should have been just a normal email, a normal document, but loaded this basically virus, spyware, adware onto the system, and they got hacked. And he's being very good about it. No one's getting fired. He's putting it on himself. And that's awesome for that company, for that person. But it's so very easy to get hacked, especially with these email scams. The way bots are working these days, they can clone email addresses, they can clone phone numbers, and you don't know. You just don't know if it's real or not. So I know part of my personal security system is, which devices manage what, and which passwords are more secure, which ones have to be changed. And as of right now, like, all of mine are going to be changed. So if there's some device out there that old, because I don't know, I'm still logged on to my Surface Duo from a long time ago that I did a review on, it all gets closed out. It all gets closed out. But we'll see about that, and most people don't. And most people don't understand this. So yeah, it's very scary. So what should Google do? Because while we can make mistakes as creators, as normal human beings, there should be safeguards in place. That isn't just 2FA, because SMS text messaging is easy to crack. Going through emails, pretty easy to crack. These are kind of weak points in cybersecurity. So what can Google do? And Google has had a scam problem for a long time. And I will say they are addressing it. You're seeing less and less people winning sweepstakes in the comments. I've gotten that before. I know I've recently, because my channel's grown percentage-wise pretty large, again, percentage-wise compared to what it was in the past couple weeks. And a lot of comments are being flagged that I'm not seeing and marked as potential spam. And I've been able to reach out to larger creators, be like, is this real or not? And always check, always check. So what can they do? And the first is they need a session timeout. They definitely need a session timeout. And I find it strange because while it's long, Gmail has a session timeout, and you have to re-sign in. And I'm pretty sure, some Google services force you to change your password every so often. I know many sites do that. Hulu does that to me all the time. So those are steps that they've been taking. There should be notices, like they changed the name of the channel. There should be multiple steps to that and alerts to it, because you don't just do that, especially that large. Like, I could probably get away with it right now because people don't know Mug Easter Wilbur as this big name, but yeah, Linustechtips, that change, someone should be alerted, like right away. It shouldn't go through right away. So things like that. There is security that can be put in, I think, relatively easy based upon my limited knowledge of programming. I know how to make it print screen. And so those are a few things, but luckily there is a good group, a good community within this little space that will alert people, and I'm glad it did, and I'm glad to see it's back up. But watch out for yourselves out there. Don't click links in the comments. Watch out for emails. Like if you're not expecting like an attachment, be hesitant. If it doesn't do what it's supposed to, that's a red flag. That is a red flag. So you should really check that out. Otherwise, this is something we're gonna have to live with. As all these systems get more sophisticated, it's a real threat, especially with, say, I know it's been shit on so much, but ChatGPT, that is a dangerous tool in the wrong hands. It's been funny for right now, but hey, it's getting more sophisticated, and that's something we should look out for. So please, if you have any comments, please put them down there. If you like this video, hit like. If you disliked it, hit dislike. Any questions, feel free to ask. I wasn't expecting to do this. I did not expect that something as large as Linustechtips channel, again, hacked in this manner, would actually ever come up. So, yeah. And I'm going to end on the high note. Welcome back. I'm at best. Jar Jar Binks wasn't that bad. You've watched to the end of the video, so you're an awesome person, and we love you over here.